Hi everybody, how are you doing today? My name is Shania Howard and today I will be talking to you about lupus, the signs and symptoms, and how it affects my life. What is lupus? Lupus is an autoimmune disease, which basically means the body attacks itself. How do you get it? You could only get lupus if it runs in the family. And a lot of people, well, a lot of doctors say that when it runs in the family, you have it, but it doesn't like pop up until something tragic happens. So when I was in ninth grade, I went through a whole lot. And during my high school years, I used to get sick all the time, but I would get sick like a whole lot. I would just be tired, and some days I couldn't hardly move, like it hurt to move. And I just had a lot of problems. I also grew up with bad skin, or what people call bad skin. And when I was like 12, I went to the doctor, and he was like, "Oh, well, the rash that you have looks like, it might be lupus." Me and my mom did not know that lupus ran in the family. So my great aunt, I think, had it, and she passed away. So I wasn't able to go to her and ask her, the signs and symptoms and all that stuff. But my great aunt had it, and we were just like, okay, well, and they did the blood test, and some of the stuff said lupus and some stuff said no, so we waited. When I turned 18, I went back to the doctor because I was having way more problems. Not knowing, thinking, oh, it's not lupus, it's not going to be lupus. I got tested again, blood test, and I was positive for lupus. So lupus, we have these flare-ups. And a flare-up is when basically the body goes crazy. And for different people, you have different flare-ups, different types of flare-ups. For me, one day, one week or one day, I can have a flare-up and it can affect my back. And then for my next flare-up, it could just bring out my seborrheic dermatitis. And then maybe another flare-up, I can't breathe, or my chest hurts, or my heart rate is going through the roof. But it's different with different people. So it can hurt your joints, it can mess up your kidneys, your blood cells, the brain, the heart, the lungs. It can mess up all of that type of stuff. And for different people, it's different situations. I do know one lady that has lupus, and she had to get a kidney transplant because of lupus. It makes it also hard for you to have children. So that's another big thing for when you have lupus. I try to tell people, to get tested. If they don't even know, even if you don't know if you have lupus or if it runs in a family, you still get tested for it to see if there's any blood test in the air. Well, I don't know how to explain it. Like when they do a blood test, it's like a whole lot of tests that they do, and if any of those are positive, you should still look out for it, because if you go through something really traumatic, the lupus can pop up like it did me. But at the end of the day, we still have to live life as normal. But lupus is a big thing. A lot of people don't take it seriously. A lot of people think, it's not that bad, whatever. But lupus is kind of like cancer. I know some people probably gonna look and be like, cancer? Yes, it's like cancer. It can mess up different parts of the body. The lupus does not care, but it can mess up certain parts of the body. And everybody should go get tested for it or see if it runs in the family at all. And that is how lupus is. Thank you guys.